Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
The way that she treats us, like she's so friendly, and like the level that she trusts us so much. And like if you see whenever she teaches us, she's always like joking around and fooling around. And yeah, that's what makes Miss Weidmark, and also the diabetic.
Go. What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Her personality.
You go. What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Pepsi, definitely 100%. She's loving, caring, anything that makes her like loving, like any word to describe her in a nice way makes Miss Weidmark.
Mark, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark. That's it.
Aliana, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Probably her dedication to being a teacher, and she commits herself to every aspect of teaching, and we all admire that about her. That makes her truly capture the essence of a natural born leader. And not only does she teach amazingly well, but she takes on a more important and parental role in her students as
So,
well.
what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
What makes Miss Weidmark that Miss Weidmark is actually good at teaching and she explains everything good.
What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark isn't Miss Weidmark without being able to somehow magically tell if you're having a bad day. She can always tell like how you're feeling and if you're down, and she's always really open to talk about your feelings and like any of your concerns.
Daniel, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
What makes Miss Weidmark is like the love she shows to her students and the passion that she has with teaching.
What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
I think Miss Weidmark's teaching style makes her Miss Weidmark because she's different from all other teachers, and she's quite the best teacher, and her personality is the best.
What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
What makes Miss Weidmark is her good artistic skills.
Ian, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
I think the things that makes Miss Weidmark is her personality. Due to her kindness and well-being around the school and in her classes.
So, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
In my opinion, Miss Weidmark is a teacher that does so much more than teach for us. And in a way, she can act as a second parent to, I'm pretty sure, everybody in our class. What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Diet Pepsi.
What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark wouldn't be Miss Weidmark without her love for Diet Pepsi.
Hello. What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
It makes her as like a person that you can depend on, because when you're talking to her, you always, she makes me feel, and everyone of us feel like you're talking to a friend instead of a teacher. She's always open to us, and you can tell her anything and she won't say anything bad and will always support you.
Christian, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark. That's it.
What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Well, Miss Weidmark is a very kind-hearted person because she's always there for her students in the class. Like, for example, like I always go to her for help when I need advice. She's just a really good person in general. She just makes me really happy.
Yeah. What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark is very amazing at teaching, especially when she's giving examples from math.
Carmel, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark is such a great, awesome teacher. She really helps one another, and like she has a really great attitude and makes us laugh, and that's what makes her great.
Victoria, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Her sweet personality. She's one of the best teachers in the school, and she's just really caring.
What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
I think what makes Miss Weidmark is her fun personality. Like, she knows what to do when she's mad, and she knows what to do when she's happy, of course. She does a lot of fun things with the whole class, and she loves Diet Pepsi too.
Okay. What makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Her Diet Pepsi, her personality, her hair, and her sunburns, because you know.
Isabel, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Her motherly love.
Colin, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Diet Pepsi.
Mary, what makes Miss Weidmark, Miss Weidmark?
Miss Weidmark's very kind and respectful, and she's one of the best teachers I ever had, and I'm glad she teaches grade 8 for me this year.
Nico, what makes Miss Weidmark Miss Weidmark?
The many faces. Most of them are good, but when she does a specific one, run.
One, go. Missing Mike, this is cheers to you for being such a great teacher.